finally figured out the reason why I become too attached to the outcome when I'm dating. And it comes down to these two words
Lay
that
it
are
on me.
pretty similar but mean totally different things. And without even realizing it, I was replacing the one word with the other word, and so I was getting out way over my skis when he was still on the chairlift. And the words are possibility versus probability. Let me explain. Let's say I swipe right on a guy on a dating app. Before, my mind would go to, oh, there's a probability that he's going to reply to my message. When we go on a coffee date, there's a probability we're going to hit it off and we're going to go on a second date. There's a possibility he'll respond to my message. And if we go on a coffee date, there's a possibility we're going to go on a second date. So you see, possibility means, it's possible. Probability means, oh, it's probably going to happen. I know this is working for me because I've been connecting with guys on dating apps, messaging them, and then they never reply. And I'm like, oh well, there was a possibility he'd reply, but the probability is he won't. Let me know in the comments what works for you.
Okay, I can tell you exactly what this woman's problem with and why she is not successful on the dating apps. I'll tell you right now, it's because she's going for guys out of her league. Simple as that, right? It's the problem with all these women. And she sits there, she tries to play victim, she tries to act as if like she can't get a date from anybody. She's not a bad looking woman. I mean, she's not ugly, she's not fat, she's not overweight. The only thing that's going against her is she's older, right? She's older. Maybe she has some kids, but even if she has some kids, those kids are probably in college or they're grown or they're in their 30s. So she's probably an empty nester. She doesn't have to, it's not like she has a bunch of 2-year-olds running around at home. So she has time to date. However, she's sitting here talking about possibilities, probabilities. Oh, these guys aren't responding to me. I can't get any messages from anybody. Oh, cry me a river. No. She could get a date if she wants to, but she wants to date with a certain level of guy that has options. I mean, as we always say, I mean, that's what it boils down to. That's why you're going to get rejected by these guys, is because they have better options, right? Just like a woman, she'll reject you because she has better options. So when it comes to people like her, I mean, she's already in her 50s, for Pete's sake. So, A, why are you still single in your 50s? What are you doing out there still? Why aren't you with your husband at home where you should be, not on the dating apps competing against 18-year-olds like you're in college or something like that? No, you should be at home with your man. And right now, if you're single or if you're widowed, who knows what her situation is? I don't want to judge. Whatever the case may be, she clearly wants to date. Okay, no problem. Lower your standards, lady, right? She's not ugly, she's not obese, she's not in a wheelchair or anything like that as far as I can see. It's just a healthy 50-something-year-old woman. Maybe she's like in her mid-50s here. However, she needs to lower her standards, right? Yeah, she's probably only a few years older than me, to be honest with you. I would not date her. I date younger women. I've got a Lamborghini. I've got a successful business. I don't need to settle for some woman my own age, especially one who's been around the block, who's probably had kids, who's been divorced a couple of times, who's just going to nag me and berate me and try to emasculate me. I don't want to deal with that. I like younger women who know when to shut up and don't bother me and actually want to just have fun and have a good time and are agreeable. I like that. I like that piece. I would not subject myself to dating a woman my own age who, again, is just going to pick fights with me, debate me on politics, and, tell me why Trump is evil. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Or that I should be an ally for the LGBTQ. I don't want to hear it. Just shut up, right? Leave me alone. So, as many of the women her age do. I'm not saying her, but I'm just saying that, like, her whole problem is she's going for guys who are out of her league, who are above her pay grade. Simple as that, right? Because she can easily get a guy who is her age, maybe older. That's probably what she should be doing, is going for a guy who's like maybe 65, 68. He's probably only 13 years older than her. Probably already retired. He has time to hang out with her, time to date her, right? He's probably got a gray stash, like a mustache that's all gray and, maybe balding a little bit. But hey, you know what? You could talk politics with that guy all day long, right? He'll be fine with it. Right? You could tell him how you hate MAGA and all this other stuff all day long. He won't mind. But other guys who are more high value, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to deal with it. So lower your standards a bit. I guarantee you will get yourself some dates. These guys will not be flaking on you. These guys will be responding to you. These guys won't have many options outside of you. And yeah, do that. Don't go for these guys that clearly are out of your league. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get flaked on. They might entertain you briefly just for their own, ego high, for their own, just to make themselves feel better for a moment. But none of them are going to make the effort to actually go on a date with you, take you seriously, sleep with you, or anything like that. And I can tell that maybe back in the day she was able to get those guys, but you can't get those guys anymore. And again, I'm probably only a few years younger than her, but I would not. There's no way I would. I would even show up for coffee with this chick. I wouldn't even return her messages. I have better things to do. So, anyway, next clip. All right, here we go.
Today I'm talking about dating divorced men and why it can be a good thing. Divorced men have lived and lost. For a man, divorce is utterly devastating.
Yeah.
He's lost his wife, perhaps time with his kids, family, other family and friends. And it's very hard on a woman too. But for men, it's especially difficult. Hopefully, there's time between his divorce and when he's out in the dating world. If he's taken that time to do some personal reflection, he knows some of the things he did wrong, and he can correct those in the next relationship. A divorced man also knows the price of being in a relationship. And if he wants to meet you and date you, he's willing to pay that price. He's learned some valuable lessons. Divorced older men bond more with women. That means they're more tuned in to what a woman wants and needs. And that can be really a plus.
They know how to handle women better.
So if you meet a kind and loving man who's been through divorce and is healed from it, consider him a potential fantastic partner.
Yeah.
If you like what you're hearing, please click
Yeah,
the plus
so
button and follow me.
There's a big double standard when it comes to divorced women versus divorced men. Okay, because let's face it, who files the majority of divorces? It's women, right? The men really have no say in this. So statistically, women file up to 80% of the divorces. And when they're college educated, obviously that jumps to 90%, right? I mean, it's almost 100% that these women are filing for divorce, from their husbands. I mean, very rarely will you come across a guy who files for the divorce, right? It's, again, up to 90%. It's 80 to 90%. It's the women filing for the divorce, and the guy is just left holding the bag. And it's obviously, for these women, because we cover them on the channel so much, the reasons are really they just have like really dumb reasons and just really petty reasons for divorcing their husbands. And many of these women who do are doing these guys a huge favor because these women turn out to be very hypergamous or narcissistic. Everything's about them, and I gotta do me, self-love. I mean, they'll leave the kids behind, the house, the dog. They just only care about themselves. So these guys will just be forced to move on. Right, and unlike these women, the guys aren't DG. I mean, these guys have learned a valuable lesson, so they get better with women, and they become better partners. So I agree. Yeah, these women, there should not be as much stigma against a divorced man versus a divorced woman, just for the fact that most guys are not filing for divorce. It's the wives who are doing this, the women. So, as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video, and I will see you in the next one. So, drop those comments below, guys. I'd love to read them, share them with the community. Until next time, this is M from
the 33 Secrets, signing out. Not even gonna tell you where I am. I'm just signing out. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. Also, hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube, and especially whenever I live stream. A lot of you guys complain like, oh, I missed the live stream. Why didn't you tell me? It's like, dude, you gotta hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified like that anytime I live stream, right? So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And for you guys who want to support all of my incredible work I am sharing with you guys, my incredible coaching lessons I'm teaching you guys, all this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill, diamond pill content that I'm sharing with you guys, the best way to support me, best way to show you love me is to jump in my monthly online coaching program, 7 months to mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students out there are cold approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making things happen every single week, no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what new presidential administration is taking over, no matter what new virus is taking over, doesn't matter. We are out there making things happen and living our lives to the absolute fullest and just meeting the best looking women on the planet. I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. I want you to learn this stuff. And right now, the first month is only $1, right? Still only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. And this is the absolute best way to support my work. So all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.